If I have a past betrayal and I want to heal from that, how long does that typically take?
It has more to do with willingness than time. It's amazing. You would think that the ones who were the hardest hit would take the longest because they had the most to overcome. That had nothing to do with it. It was the ones who put their head down and said, I am not picking it up until they were out the other side. They blew the doors off of some of the other ones. And I'll tell you, there were 3 groups in my study that did not heal. But I'll tell you also how quickly you can heal. The first group, this was the group that they had their story, they were sticking with it. They just refused to let go of that story. Okay, they didn't heal. The second group, this was the group that was numbing, avoiding, distracting. They were drinking. They were emotionally eating. They were numbing. And it may have made the day a bit easier to get through. Now, without a price, they didn't heal. This was the group where the betrayer had very little consequences. So whether it was out of financial fear, not wanting to break up a family, religious reasons, that was a big one. They just did all they could to try to look the other way, turn the other cheek. I saw 2 things with this group. A further deterioration of the relationship. And this group by far was the most physically sick.
Interesting.
Your broken heart can't handle that. But because we're so afraid of the death and destruction of the old, we can't birth the new.